She's speaking up after a geneticist who examined her baby became the focus of a criminal investigation and lawsuit in Cincinnati.
And she says her story is a warning for parents here in our area. Here's 11 Investigates' Melissa Andrews.
When her daughter Miley was born, Holly Shropshire says her ProMedica pediatrician suspected she had a genetic disorder and referred her to Dr. Howard Saul, a Cincinnati-based geneticist, for a telehealth visit.
I met him a total of 2 times. I met him in August of 24, and then we seen him for a follow-up visit in November of 24.
But she says those visits quickly raised red flags.
The thing that alarmed probably me the most was the fact that he would use his own camera in the virtual visit while the nurse was taking pictures with the camera. The other thing was that he would just be all like giddy and happy and to see her, and would just make like quirky little comments.
Holly says Dr. Saul asked to see Miley without a diaper, which didn't make sense.
So he did want her facial features. He did want to see like her limbs and everything, part of her syndrome because of what her syndrome is. And then he did get to the part where he asked to see under her diaper, and he asked for that, and he would call it his pictures. I need to get my pictures.
She even recorded him asking for those pictures.
Okay, I need to get my pictures. Hold on.
Oh, she smiled for that one too.
I need my picture.
Oh, yeah.
He did ask on both visits, which the second time seemed off to me.
Months later, she saw reports that Dr. Saul was under investigation, but says she heard nothing from ProMedica or Cincinnati Children's. Only this previous letter from Cincinnati Children's that Dr. Saul was no longer working there, and no mention of the fact that he was being investigated for child porn charges. She later found out he was charged with having more than 150,000 images and 470 videos of child sex abuse material. Some of the alleged victims are newborns.
I was so distraught. Like, that was my child, that's my infant, that's my baby, and now I don't know. At that point, I didn't know what had happened to any of her pictures or anything.
Rob Lewis is representing 2 Cincinnati families in a lawsuit against Dr. Saul and Cincinnati Children's. He says the abuse went on for 3 decades.
What we're going to focus on is, who else in the system knew or should have known what Dr. Saul was doing.
Holly is sharing her story because she believes Toledo parents need to know that their children may be victims too.
My biggest fear is that, he maybe profited off of them. He gave them away. My daughter is out there now in the world, and I don't know where any of her pictures are at.
ProMedica told us ProMedica became aware of the investigation through broad media reports to the general public. Our understanding is that Cincinnati Children's Hospital, the former employer of the physician in question, took steps to inform patients' families about the situation and supplied telephone, email resources for those seeking information. Further, law enforcement officials stated that the charges against the former Cincinnati Children's Hospital physician do not involve patients.
So you mentioned this allegedly went on for 30 years, and obviously the family found Dr. Saul through ProMedica. But answer for us tonight, what does this mean for victims, and could there be even more defendants at this point?
Well, I think we're just seeing the beginning of that process, Jeff. Attorney Lewis says more than 100 people have reached out about joining the lawsuit, and we know other law firms have filed suits too. He's looking to make this class action. He also told me other defendants could be added, including employees at Cincinnati Children's or locations where Dr. Saul may have done these examinations. I've posted Mr. Lewis's contact information in this story on WTOL.com. For 11 Investigates, I'm Melissa Andrews.